Hey everyone, Pastor Stump. I'm out here at the Strausstown Lions Club park in Strausstown, PA, near their pavilion, and we were handing out sandwiches today, crayons, coloring books, some boxes of cereal, milk, all from a safe distance to people coming by who just some kids playing in the park and grandmother who's watching her children and kind of spreading a little cheer, but doing it responsibly and hopefully helping some people too get through a tough time. Not necessarily with food, although we think that's helpful too, but just with building community from a safe distance during this time. But I had a moment today I just had to share with you, and this is probably going to replace my daily reflection today with the devotional, but so there's these two kids playing, and I'm going to miss a lot of this. And I walk up to them, and they start to walk away because I think they thought I was going to yell at them or something. I said, "Hey, do you want any lunches? I got bagged lunches over here." And I said, it's okay. I said, I'm from the church up the road, and I told them my name and all that, and they were more than happy. They're like, free food, and they came over and they had grabbed some cereal and poured some milk and some sandwiches, asked to grab one for their friend, and all was good. And so I saw them off playing, and the third friend arrived, and they came and got a quart milk for him as well. The one boy had already chugged about half of his. And then the one boy, the younger one, came over and walked over to me and sat with me. I'm a perfect stranger, and that's not, you shouldn't probably do that. But he did, and kept a couple feet apart like we knew what to do, and we just started talking. I could tell something was up, and long story short, he was kind of disturbed because his brother and his brother's friend, this other girl, were doing some things they shouldn't be doing. And honestly, they had kind of trashed up part of the park with trash from our food and spread the cereal around. And they were, doing some other things. And I could kind of keep an eye on it. It was mostly stuff that I'd be able to pick up later if they didn't. So I wasn't too concerned with them. I was concerned with my friend who was sitting next to me. And we started to talk, and he kind of mentioned how split home, which many of us have, including my family as well. And his brother's kind of rough on him, I'll put it that way, undeservedly, and shouldn't be that way. And so we talked about that the best we could. And he, again, was very concerned with what his brother was doing and that he'd clean it up. And I told him not to worry about that because I didn't want my brother to be rough on him, that I'll take care of it. If it's still there in the morning, I'll take care of it. And so anyway, he just shared some things with me, and he said to me, there's more. I'm missing things here, friends, but he said, we had these stickers in there. I'm going to show you one now on our bag lunch with Jesus on there. It says, "You are loved." And he said, we had the stickers inside as well. And he said, my brother made fun of that sticker. I said, "Oh yeah, how come?" He said, "Well, we've never seen a black Jesus before. All we know is white Jesus." And I took that as an opportunity to have a conversation about the region Jesus came from and all of that. And he said, "Yeah, that makes sense." And he told me how his brother didn't believe in God, and said, "Well, some people do that, and that's okay. God still believes in them and loves them." And he mentioned how he said, if God created everything, then who created God? And man, kids will ask you the darndest things. So we talked about that a little bit. And he told me, the only way he could relate, he said, "I think God has like the eyes of a fly or a spider. And that's how God can see everything and everyone at all times." I got to be honest, people, that's what I've never heard before. I like it. I've had moments of thinking about God's viewpoint from the top of mountains around here and how God can see everything. And anyway, he asked me as we watched some Minecraft, which bores me to death. I have no idea what Minecraft is all about or is, but I know to watch it when kids want me to watch it with them. So I did. And he was telling me all about his Minecraft and let me watch it with him. And then he said, "You like Disney Plus?" And I said, "Yeah." "What's your favorite Disney movie?" And I said, "Well, The Lion King is probably my favorite Disney movie." And this little boy puts on The Lion King for me. We start watching it from his phone. He's about, I'm going to guess, not that little actually, 10 to 12 years old. Goes over to check at the damage his brother had done because he had walked away by now. And he leaves the phone with me. so that I can continue to watch The Lion King while he's gone. Came back over and we talked more, and he said he got to go home to talk to his brother and all of that. And like I said, there was so much more here, but you know, we gave out probably 20 lunches, a little bit more in the last 2 days. And there's been a lot of cool moments. I met some people I never met before, and some people I have, and had good conversation with them from a distance, of course. But this little bit of effort that myself and a few other people made, a little bit of expense from the church's budget, whatever, is you can't measure that encounter I just had with that kid who goes to church from time to time with his mom and dad at different churches than mine, and I didn't do anything to try and get him away from those churches, so I know they're probably kind of different from my church. What a special kid this kid is, and I was just really grateful for that moment today. You've heard people talk about what I call, and a friend of mine calls, Jesus encounters or Jesus moments, and I truly believe that when we look into the eyes of each other, that's where we're seeing the heart of God. And I think that's why I'm emotional today, because I think I was looking into the heart of God. I think we need to do more of that in our world, even as we have more time to take the chances to do that in our own households, within our families today. So sorry about all the tears, but you get these encounters from time to time, and they just, afterwards, there's such an emotional rush. So that's kind of what I'm experiencing now. I didn't cry in front of him, so that's good news, I guess. But it's good conversation. I got to talk about Black Jesus. I got to talk about, or I call him Rasta Jesus, actually, on that sticker. I got to educate someone on that a little bit. I got to learn a little bit myself about the way a 12-year-old views God and thinks about God. And he does think about God, that is clear. And it was a good day. So take care, everyone, and be kind to each other and be gracious to one another in this time. Bye-bye.